Dave here, and this is the very first episode of A Dave in the Life. Today, I am joined by my beautiful wife, Jennifer. Of course, Dixon the Desert Sky Dog is right here with me. And today, we are headed up to a place we've never been before, southern Arizona's Mount Lemmon, somewhere around 10,000 feet, roughly. But we're going to go up there. We've never been before. Everyone that's been there has said it's very beautiful. It's an awesome place to be, especially during the summer. We're going to visit the town of Summerhaven. Tonight we are staying in the Mount Lemmon Hotel, which is actually more of a series of cabins than a hotel. So let's head out, take a look around, and see what the day brings. So Mount Lemmon, not very far from Tombstone. You can see here on our handy GPS, we're only about an hour and 47 minutes away. Alright, so we have made our way through South Tucson, and about a little over a mile, we'll be turning on the Catalina Highway. We've got another 29 minutes to go, roughly. No, 29 miles to go. 50 minutes, give or take. So we've been making our way up the mountain, and down there, you can't really see from here, but in that valley between the two hills over there, that way is Tucson. And proceeding up this way, towards the top of Mount Lemmon. But we're just taking a short break here, so we can give the D-Dog a little resting time. But if you notice, you don't see any more saguaros, so we are past the elevation now where they live. Still a very beautiful desert terrain. Just stopped to take a look at this canyon and ravine here. It's a pretty good way down, but really nice day. But let's continue up the mountain and see what we can find. Flash flood Rhea. All right, so another stop. We have a few hours to kill until our room is ready to be checked into. So we stopped over here at, what is it, Rose Canyon?
Rose Canyon Lake.
Rose Canyon Lake. No idea if it's a big lake, a small lake. We're going to find out. People probably don't think of forests like this when they think of a very close area to Tucson. Kind of feels like we're back in Oregon again. This is also a campground. When we turned off of the main highway to get in here, there is a little manned booth there. I thought we were going to have to pay something to come in, but we just told the guy that we'd never been here before, and we just wanted to see what it was, and we're not camping or anything like that, so he just said, well, go on in. So, yeah, price is definitely right.
There you go. Goofball. Or the red
cool.
points.
The colors.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You having fun down there? Come on. Good boy.
We'll never pass on an opportunity to splash around. Sit. You ready? Champion.
Good job.
One more. Ready? D-Dog, pay attention. Ready? Good boy. All right, so that was Rose Canyon Lake. It has a very municipal campground feel to it. Being so close to Tucson, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is very beautiful up here, but if there are any people around at all, just because the lake is kind of down in the canyon, you're going to hear them. There were people on the other side of the lake, all the way down the trail. I could hear everything they were saying. So if you're looking for like peace and quiet, this might not be the place to go. I mean, I know personally if I was going to camp at a lake, I would much rather camp at Parker Canyon Lake than this one. But for folks in Tucson, it's very close. And I'm sure on holiday weekends and just weekends in general, this place is probably pretty packed. This is only, what, Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
And there's a fair amount of people here. So for not being a weekend or a holiday or anything, a pretty fair amount of people here. But we're going to proceed on towards Summerhaven and see what else we can find. What did you think, D-Dog? D-Dog. He's like, let's just go. This is the San Pedro Vista viewpoint. And take a look at this view. Wow. If you didn't know any better, would you think that this is Arizona that you're looking at right here? So according to this sign, on a good day, you can see the Gila National Forest in New Mexico, 110 miles away from here. And I don't know if we're seeing it today or not. But that is a great distance of open space. Just take a look at that view. Got some military aircraft going overhead, but as for the view, it's pretty breathtaking. You will find no shortage of great views up here. You're in the way, D-Dog. Ah! No shortage of great views up here at the top of Mount Lemmon. Look at these plants that are growing out of the concrete here. It looks like lettuce or something. It doesn't even look real. So we continue up what they call the General Hitchcock Highway. I don't know who General Hitchcock is. I'm going to look into that. But we have made it to the Palisades Visitor Center. And since we still have a little bit of time to kill before we can check into the hotel, thought we would stop here and check it out. Let's see what's inside. This sign here gives us an idea of how far we've come. And apparently right now, we are here. Eventually, we'll be heading up there. Palisades, current elevation, 7,945 feet.
So you have to go through here to get down in there, I guess.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
It's okay if he's in here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good boy. Let's see what we got.
Got some Mount Lemmon souvenirs in here. Oh,
It's okay. It's
you got
okay.
scared.
It's okay.
You got scared.
Brady. Thank you. He's like, oh my gosh.
So I was asking one of the rangers what these two buildings over here off to the side were, And I was right. He told me they were once for forest rangers and personnel who would stay up here. I guess they're being renovated right now. But that one right there, center frame, that is actually available to the public. He said it sleeps 4 people. It's $125 a night for that cabin, which is really not bad. To me, that'd be a much better stay than camping down at that lake. But just FYI, that is something that you can do up here.
Cool.
We've made it to our cabin, which is going to be this one right here, but it is not quite ready yet, so we'll come back when it is. For now, we'll go explore the little mountain town of Summerhaven. So we made it to the cabins at the Mount Lemmon Hotel. I've already noticed something that I didn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really stand out when you're looking at the advertisements, but they kind of make it look like your cabin is out in the middle of nowhere, which, you know, it is, but you are literally right off of the main road. So right now it's not too busy. When we first got into town, there were a lot of cars through here. So that's just something probably to keep in mind. I'm sure as the night goes on, it's going to get quieter out here. But you are right off of the road. So anything that goes by this road, you're going to hear it. And there's just stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff. All the way up the hill. More houses, more places to stay. In like every direction. So there are a good amount of people up here, despite it being kind of remote. I like this. Why are you littering? I'm a jerk. I don't care about natural areas. Mommy still cleans up after me. All the above. This is the Mount Lemmon Lodge, which looks like a really nice place to stay. But they don't accept dogs, so
No
D-Dog,
dogs allowed.
you're gonna have to stay outside, buddy. Just kidding. We're not gonna go in there. But that does look like probably the nicest place to stay up here at the top of the mountain. And right across from the Mount Lemmon Lodge, you've got the general store and gift shop. Let's see what they got inside. Alright, so all kinds of stuff in here. Basically a pretty well-stocked convenience store. Probably anything that you would be looking for, you could find here. Which is good to know. Look at that, you can see the clouds moving if you look very slowly. And there was a slight chance of rain tonight, so that would be kind of fun, I think. Have some rain up here in the woods. I did talk to the guy inside the store, and it's kind of like Tombstone. They have a lot of stuff up here that's closed on Monday and Tuesdays. And he said it was because there was nobody here on those days. But yeah, it looked pretty crowded when we first got here. There was a lot of traffic on this street. And I was thinking, wow, if we're staying in the cabins right there, that's going to be not very quiet at all. But as the time goes on, the place gets more and more quiet up here. That's nice. Right off of the main road is a little creek
That D-Dog found.
that D-Dog found.
To drink.
And yeah, you're all about the creeks, aren't you, buddy? If it's a swimming pool or a little pool that we got for him when he was a puppy, not about it. But if he finds a creek, a lake, a river,
A puddle.
or a puddle, yeah, he will actively enjoy that water. So you can see how it's one of the things that struck me kind of funny about this place is if you look up both sides of the hills, there's cabins on top of cabins on top of cabins. Which, don't get me wrong, that's pretty cool. But if you're looking for a place where you're going to be kind of isolated, not near a lot of people, this is definitely not that place. But I will say that my first conception, or my first impression, was might have been a little inaccurate. Because when we first rolled into town, this whole drive right here was just packed with cars. And the cabins are right off this main road. So I'm thinking, man, this is... it's beautiful and all, but this place is packed with people. And then over the course of maybe, I don't know, last 30 minutes or so, it's really quieted down. So I imagine as we go out throughout the day, it's going to get even more quiet. But I don't think there's any other way to get back down other than the way that we came down there. We did drive to the end of this road. Well, at least as far as we could go. This is closed for some reason. So you cannot continue that way more than another quarter mile, give or take. But the only other thing that's down on this end of town is the cookie cabin over here. And since we still have about an hour to kill before we can check into our cabin, I think we'll make do over here at the cookie cabin in the meantime. Mount Lemmon Cookie Cabin, established 1990. Let's see what they've got. Oh, they apparently do pizza as well. Well, that's good to know. All right, so there is the chocolate chip cookie from the Mount Lemmon Cookie Company. Let's see how it is. Really good. All right, so we just got the text message that the cabin is ready to go. So we're heading back up to check out the cabin now. And that's where we will be staying for tonight. Okay, so it is now after 3 o'clock, and we are able to access our cabin, which is right on the end here. Cabin number 15. And I think not all of these are pet friendly, right?
No.
Just some of them.
Some of them are.
Well, the one that we're in, obviously, is pretty pet friendly.
13, 14, and 15 are pet friendly.
13, 14, and 15. So you've got this little porch, which I think is where we're going to be spending most of our time this evening. Chilling out here, having a little drink or two. This is your view, at least for this particular cabin. And I'm really hoping it rains later, like they say, because this would be a nice place to hang out and enjoy the rainfall. Now, they did advertise a yard. This is your yard right here. Very small, but it's enough for your dog to take care of business if you bring your dog along. So, see, Dixon's already ready to explore the yard. As for the cabin itself, very nice in here. Kind of reminiscent of Katie's Cozy Cabins in Tombstone with all the woodwork. But you got a decent-sized bed. Nice couch, table area. We have a electric fireplace. I'm guessing they don't want to set the forest on fire, so real fireplace not ideal. Oh, look at that. Wonder where that is. You've got a really nice kitchen. Now, today's Tuesday as we film this, so we knew the restaurant. I saw one restaurant in town, which looked to be a pretty good-sized restaurant, but they are not open on Mondays or Tuesdays. So we knew that they were not going to have any dinner options up here. So yesterday, Jennifer made some awesome chili that we're going to enjoy here. on the stove, which is provided. Looks like they give you all the regular stuff. Nice fridge. Bathroom area is really nice. Everything's nice hardwood. You got a little window up here at the top. Really nice shower area. Yeah, that's our accommodation for tonight. So we're going to get everything unpacked and see what the evening brings. Isn't that right, D-Dog?
No, we don't live there. Come on. Those are really pretty.
Really nice flowers they have all over the cabins here. I noticed in between each cabin they had a different kind of floral arrangement. We're just taking some time to scope out the area. Found a little playground up here.
Fire pit. Yeah, because look some more of the other cabins.
Another little doggy area for the doggies. Fire pit if you want to hang out up here. I've actually got a lot of different options. If you come here, you can cook in your cabin. If the restaurant's open, you can go get food there. They have barbecue grills all over the place that you can use.
Every cabin has its own kitchen. Then up there, there's like the larger cabins off up in there.
And then the bigger cabins are up here. And up over there. I don't even know how you get up there. That's way up there. But anyway, that is the lay of the land here. Remember, clean up after your dog. So 4 p.m. and this place has really quieted down quite a bit. According to the meter here, it is about 75 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, about 74 degrees, I'd say. Down at the bottom of the hill, 96. D-Dog, did you just try to break into those?
For shame, D-Dog.
What do you think, D-Dog? Pretty cool place, huh? So tonight, I'm out on the front porch, enjoying... Where's the label? There it is. Cutwater... Kind of hard to see. Cutwater Lime Margarita. They're selling these more and more at sporting events. I highly recommend you get one. They're cheaper than a mixed drink, and they're like 12.5%. Just saying. Now, of course, I did bring my drone with me, but I would I would really love to fly right down the main street of this town, but it's so quiet here. I'm sure that all the people in all these cabins on both sides of this canyon are probably not going to be too happy with that. So I think what we're going to do is on the way home tomorrow, we're going to stop at some of these vistas. Perfectly legal for me to fly there as long as I'm not impeding any kind of fire equipment or anything like that. There's no fires that I can see. There's been no smoke. It's completely clear. In fact, it might even rain a little bit later. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow, as long as the wind is good, we can take the drone out and get some views from some of those vistas. It would be incredible if we could do that. Meanwhile, inside the cabin, Jennifer's got the chili going. Oh, that smells so good. I'm a little under the weather. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I've been feeling pretty good, but I'm still a little on the stuffy side. But I am really... I can definitely smell that, and I wish you guys could too. That is what I'm talking about. it is really, really good. One thing I will say that is super annoying is these big trucks. I know they're working on something down there, but every, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or so, this truck goes back and forth, back and forth. Hopefully that does not continue all night, because that thing is really, really loud.
I don't think so.
There he goes again. Got a little bit of lightning out there. But I think that's going to be about it for today. We'll see y'all in the morning. Luckily, that stopped at about 6 o'clock, so I didn't have to hear that all night. Thank God. But despite that, I still found it a bit of a difficult place to sleep, personally. I think it was probably the elevation. But yeah, I fell asleep for like 3 hours and then woke up. And then right as I was getting ready to fall back asleep, a huge rainstorm came in. All these cabins have metal roofs, so it was a really, really powerful rainstorm and made a lot of noise, which that wouldn't have been a problem for sleeping, but D-Dog didn't know what was going on, so he started freaking out and barking, and maybe he thought someone was trying to break in, I don't know, but we had a little bit of thunder with that as well, and that really freaked out Dixon, so we got him all calmed down and eventually went to sleep. You okay now, D-Dog? You were a little worried there last night, early morning, whatever you want to call it. But you're a good boy, yeah? All right, well, that's it for our stay at the Mount Lemmon Hotel. Well, folks, we took a minute on the way back down the mountain to stop at a point of interest we saw on the way up, but we figured we'd save it for the way back. And this is the Gordon Hirabayashi recreation site. And I didn't know anything about this guy. I still don't really know a whole lot other than what the sign says. But basically, this was the guy, probably like the first Japanese guy, to challenge the constitutionality, I guess you would say, of the Japanese internment during World War II. And so we're standing now at a place they called the Federal Honor Camp. And this here is what it looked like. But before that, it was used as a camp to house the inmates who helped build this highway, which much of our adventure over the last day and a half took place around the highway that goes up the side of the mountain. And they used prison labor because it was a lot cheaper, obviously. And so this is where they housed them. You can see here what it used to look like. And this is what's left today. I believe I'm walking up the same steps we just saw in that photo. Let's see where the railings used to be. Plenty of old foundations in the area. Some more down there.
There's some old pipes.
Yeah. Old pipe sticking out of the ground. It's really a pretty area. It's hard to believe there was a prison camp here. Remnants all over the area. Well, I guess if you're going to be in a prison camp, I mean, I'd rather be here than out in the desert. Very beautiful area. This place has a real somber vibe to it. The sign doesn't really tell us a whole lot about its history, but you can imagine being a prison camp. Probably a fair amount of people that died out here. I just can't get over how quiet it is out here. I can hear a car on the highway over there. But other than that, it's like my ears are ringing. It's so quiet out here. It says here most of the prisoners convicted of breaking tax or immigration laws. Many had refused to join the military for moral or religious reasons. Contentious objectors included Hopi Indians from northern Arizona, Jehovah's Witnesses, and some like Gordon Hirabayashi were citizens who protested the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II.
Sniffing out trails, tell you that.
Hmm?
Any little trail he finds.
He's all about it.
He's like, let's go. There's some
Oh, that's what I saw. That's not a plat. All right, let's go.
Well, you can video up. We made it up here. You
Don't
might
stay still for too long. There's ants all
yeah,
over the
we'll
ground.
take him back down.
Come on, buddy.
He will not live without you, babe.
I thought that was a plaque or a gravestone of some kind, but it's not. It's just a piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Look at this, May 1950.
Dixon, come on.
All right, come on, let's go. There's ants all over the place. We're getting out of here. Saw one more interesting thing over here amongst the ruins of this camp, this prison camp. Now, what the hell do you think that used to be? No idea. Let's take a look inside. Oh, only goes back about 10, 12 feet or so. Maybe some kind of storage, cold storage maybe? I don't really know. Wow, what an interesting place. D-Dog, you've been to more historical sites in your short life than most humans have their entire lives. What do you think about that? It's like, I think I'm going to keep on walking. And down over there is the town of Tucson. All right, everybody. Well, that was our little trip to Mount Lemmon and the very first Dave in the Life blog. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we call it a day here, since I have a little bit of a break in the weather and I got a place where I can do it, I'm going to send the drone up and get some drone shots of these awesome hoodoos that are over here on the side of the mountain. But thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you all. But that's going to wrap it up for today, folks. So until next time, until the next video, I'll see you down the road.